The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
An NFL insider has proposed a wild trade involving the Jets and their Week 1 opponent, the 49ers. Should Joe Douglas make this deal? We'll talk about it. It's the Jake Asman Show on a Football Friday. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
They don't believe that they're the same old Jets.
I am 100% not falling for them again.
I think you've got a guy that's in love with the sport of football, and it was taken away from him.
I think it's going to be a mess.
He is in a point of life where he understands the pressure.
This team is in a position to win a championship.
3 games in 11 days to start.
I think they have the best roster, arguably, in the division.
Whether you love me or hate me, we are must-watch TV. Everybody knows that.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Brees Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Stop what you're doing and smash the like button before we get started. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on your gift receipts. We have added a brand new emoji for the Asmaniacs. The anti-Allen emoji is live and available. Allen writes in, anti-Allen emoji. That's right. When you come on with your nonsense, everyone in the chat can hit that emoji, Allen. Congratulations. All right, let's talk all things New York Jets. Albert Breer, a guest on the Rich Eisen show yesterday. And when talking about the Niners situation with both Brandon Ayuk, who wants a new contract, and Deebo Samuel, who's been involved in trade rumors this offseason, Albert Breer mentioned the New York Jets as a team that perhaps could get involved and be a solution for the San Francisco 49ers. Take a listen.
Brandon Ayuk is going to benefit from having waited. And if they can get something done, great. Then I think they get some phone calls on Deebo. And if the phone calls come in on Deebo, there's something they really love out there, fine. If not, they wait a year and trade him after the year. I don't think both those guys are going to be on the team long term. But I do think that their futures with the Niners are relative to one another, and really kind of center on the way the IU contract negotiation goes. But I do think that, like, if it were up to Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, ideally I think they'd like to have Ayuk on their roster long term, and if that means trading Deebo, then I think that they'd be okay with that.
Even in the season, right? I mean, unless Deebo makes it uncomfortable, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, go for it this year. Like, this is why would you break up?
It's
any of your top
I think it depends on what
like
you can
that.
get for him, though.
If you can figure it into the cap, really? I mean,
I think it does depend on what you can get for him, though. Like, if somebody's offering a first-round pick for him, you know, now you're talking about something a little bit different, right? Like, if the Jets were to offer a first-round pick for Deebo, who obviously knows Robert Saleh, you know, would you? And that is the Jets going all in on it, like. If you're the Niners, you look at it and say, okay, like, well, we've got Ricky Pearsall here. We have Juwan Jennings coming back. He's signed.
He was terrific. He could have been the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Right. And who has a chance to be a good player. And I think that was a savvy move by the Niners to hold on to him.
Right.
And now you have Ayuk as a true number one. And, oh, by the way, you got to factor George Kittle in this equation. I know he's gotten older, but he's still a really good player. And Travis Kelce has shown us how tight ends can last. I think that there is a scenario where somebody could pry Deebo Samuel from the Niners. Again, that's just my opinion.
Sure.
But if somebody comes along and offers a first-round pick and you're the Niners, right? And again, you're dealing with this perpetual bottleneck of contracts that's only going to get worse after Brock Purdy gets paid. You're getting offered a first-round pick. part of the equation has to be that means we can get a really good player on our roster at cost control, for 4 or 5 years. And that'll help us manage the numbers at the top of our cap sheet. So I think, it's a complex situation that I think could go a number of different ways. And, certainly if I'm a team like the Jets and I see Brandon Ayuk has been re-signed to a contract at whatever, $30 million per year, I'm probably picking up the phone and calling John Lynch.
Okay, so a lot of thoughts on this. One, the New York Jets should not trade a first-round pick for Deebo Samuel. The only even conversation point that you could debate is should they trade a 1 for Brandon Ayuk? And I would still say no. I'm not trading a first-round pick for Brandon Ayuk. I don't think it fits the Jets. A team that trades a 1 for Ayuk is a team that doesn't have a number 1 wide receiver. The Jets do. They signed Mike Williams. They expect him to be ready for week 1. He's your number 2. They like Malachi Corley. They like Xavier Gibson. They like Jason Brownlee. They think Aaron Rodgers could get something from Allen Lazard. They think Conklin and Ruckert are 2 legitimate pass-catching tight ends, and Brees is probably their second leading receiver in targets anyway out of the backfield. It doesn't make any sense. I understand what Albert Breer is saying, but if you're going to trade for one of the Niners receivers, it would only be Ayuk, and you wouldn't trade a 1 for him, and you're certainly not trading a 1 for Deebo Samuel. It doesn't fit. You drafted Malachi Corley to use him how the Niners use Deebo Samuel. So this doesn't fit. Now, I'll say this. I hope the Niners trade one of those guys before the year starts because the Jets play them week 1. I hope there's a Super Bowl hangover for San Francisco. I hope that it's either Samuel or Ayuk. They're gone. And maybe they would trade one of those players. But I also think, Rich Eisen's right. Why would you just trade him at this point? Just go through the year, have the last dance with both those guys, and figure it out next offseason as you're trying to make another run to the Super Bowl. This, to me, would not make any sense for the Jets. It's too pricey to give up a future first. And if I'm going to do that, it's only for Ayuk. He's younger, and he's more of a pure wide receiver, whereas Deebo's a hybrid. You have Malachi Corley already. That's the vision for Deebo. It doesn't fit. Now, obviously, Deebo is better than Corley. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to trust Aaron Rodgers' ability to get the most out of Malachi Corley. And you have to just trust the fact that you have Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams, and you have enough around those guys with Rodgers being Rodgers to execute. Here's another factor in this conversation too, right? If the Jets suffer an injury at the wide receiver spot, and they need to go out there and they need to add a wide receiver, they need another weapon, right? You look at the Jets season, we get to the trade deadline, and it's like they're good, but how do they get over the top? How do they win it all? They need another receiver. The trade Joe Douglas made back in April in the draft to secure an extra third-round pick, that's where it comes in handy. Maybe Devontae's available by then. You can get him. Maybe it's a player we're not thinking of at that wide receiver spot is available then. You could use that third-round pick and maybe another pick or 2 to then solidify your offense by bringing in a weapon at that point. It's easier to find a weapon in season than it is an offensive lineman, as we all know, with the tremendous Roger Saffold signing by Joe Douglas last year. Oh, what a move that is. So I say that to say this doesn't make any sense. Would I like both these guys on the Jets? Sure. Does it make any sense for the Jets to trade a 1 for Deebo? Absolutely not. Does it make any sense for them to trade a 1 for Ayuk? It makes more sense than Deebo, but still, that's a lot. You then got to pay Ayuk. And oh, yeah, the Jets next year have to pay Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson. Jermaine Johnson's up for his extension. AVT would be playing on the 5th-year option. You got a lot of guys you got to pay. And the beauty of drafting Corley is you believe a year from now he's solidified as the number 2 in your offense next to Garrett Wilson. If you draft and develop right, that's the pipeline for the Jets. So then you could extend money elsewhere for other players. At the end of the day, though, this doesn't really fit the Jets' timeline. While it's awesome, it does not fit what the Jets currently need. And also, I got news for everyone. I'm very hesitant, and I said this before the draft, and I'll continue to stand by it. I am very hesitant to trade next year's first-round pick for really anything. I'm keeping that pick in case I need to use that pick to take a quarterback if something happens with Aaron Rodgers this year. Or there's a quarterback the Jets really like that they want to add to the pipeline. If Rodgers plays, let's say, this year and next year, they could take a quarterback that could sit for a full year. That, to me, should be their approach. The last time the Jets did that with Chad Pennington, it worked. I'd like to see the Jets maybe be in position to do that. They also have Jordan Travis, but he's a fifth-round pick. You can't expect him to be the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. I'm keeping that first-round pick at all costs. To me, it doesn't make any sense. So I would not make this deal. I don't think it fits. I don't think the Jets would do this deal either. This would be a very poor trade by Joe Douglas, so it's not going to happen because Joe Douglas doesn't make bad trades. The one thing you could say. So your thoughts on Albert Breer suggesting the Jets send their first-round pick to the Niners, not for Ayuk, but for Deebo Samuel. I say no way. I say no way even if it's Brandon Ayuk coming back. Your thoughts on that? Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Today's Jake Asman Show is presented by my friends at Mando Deodorant.
Here we go. Introducing Lumi for men, and we named him Mando. The whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours on pits, feet, privates, between your butt cheeks. So here's the odor controlling math. 12 hours after a shower with soap, the average armpit and nether region had an odor score of 8 and 5 out of 10. 12 hours after a shower with soap and applying Mando, those odor scores were 0. How do you like them apples?
Whoa. How do I like that? I love it, baby. A little Mando action right here. Some of you guys absolutely stink. I'm just going to be real with you. So you need Mando. All right. I'm doing you a public service. All right. I got a special offer for you too. Use promo code Asman at shopmando.com and you will get $5 off Mando's best-selling starter pack. You see the deodorant I'm holding right here. Also, in the starter pack, you can get the bourbon leather body wash. Also, in the starter pack, you can get the invisible cream deodorant. If you're an athlete, if you play pickleball, basketball, baseball, softball league this summer, you're going to want to use this so you don't stink. And then finally, I got you folks, the cleansing bar soap, also from Mando. So once again, shout out to Mando. Best-selling starter pack, $5 off. Promo code Asman, shopmando.com. Smells great. You're going to feel great. I can't say enough about Mando. Check it out. Got my starter pack right here. Some of you need it. I'm just being honest, all right? Not trying to be a jerk. You stink, and I'm here to help. Mando is really here to help. Shopmando.com. Promo code Asman at checkout. Check it out. And, of course, shout out to Mando for being a part of today's show. All right. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Let's take some calls on this. Gusbuster Hotline is, in fact, the place to be. Walter is first up on our show today. Hey, Walter, thanks for calling in.
Hi. I was calling to talk to Bobby.
Well, Walter, you reached out privately, and you said that you wanted to do something special for one of our great listeners. So without further ado, it is time to reveal what we have cooking for Jets and the Texans.
Oh, you know I like the Yankees and the Jets. Can't believe Jake and Rogers met. I'm more than just a hat on Bobby.
Bobby Midnight joins the show.
Hi, Walter. How you doing?
Walter, would you like to tell Bobby what you're going to do for him and his brother?
I paid for your Houston tickets to see the Texans.
No way. You did not do that.
Yeah, man.
Really? Why did you do that?
I was inspired by who's the guy that did it for Harvey? Gave him free tickets.
The other guy.
And my Jeff.
Yeah, that video.
He's going to a concert with his wife.
Yeah.
Guess what, Bobby? You're joining me and the rest of the Asmaniacs. Walter paid for 2 tickets so you and your brother Mikey could join us. And we have, not only are you joining us, Bobby, but I reached out to the Jets, and included in these tickets will be pregame field passes for you to go on the field as the Jets come out of the tunnel that night.
No way.
Yes.
No way. I got to tell Michael that he's going to flip his burger. Holy shit.
Yes.
Well, you're unbelievable. Thank you. Are you going to the game too?
I'm going to the season home opener.
Okay.
The Pats game.
Well, I'm gonna buy you something and send it to you. Buy you a present, okay? No, I will. No. I got. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Oh my God, Walter.
Sorry.
You're a great guy. Where are you from? Ireland?
No, I'm actually in Portland, Maine. So
Okay, Maine. Okay, that's a New England accent. Yeah, I'm from Vermont originally. New York originally. Now I live in smelly Vermont.
Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey, so.
Oh, New Jersey. Okay, you're from New Jersey. I'm from New York. Hey, Jake, I got a question for you.
Yes, Bobby?
How did you know we all stink? You said people. How you know they stink?
Oh, I've met a lot of people, Bobby, and believe me, I know.
Does Alan stink?
Oh, he stinks the worst out of everyone, Bobby.
Oh, okay. We got to give it to Alan.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. You sure you don't want any gifts? Any stuff from there?
No, just have fun and call CJ Stroud a bum.
I love it, Walter.
Oh, I can't stand him.
You're the man.
Walter.
You're the man.
Oh,
all right, Bobby.
My God.
So just to recap, Walter reached out. He wanted to send you to the game. He already paid for the 2 tickets, so I have them. All right, we have the deposit in with the Jets. When the Jets send out the tickets, I will email you the 2 tickets so you and your brother could go, and you will be on the field. You have a pregame field pass from the Jets themselves. Shout out to the Jets for this. And you're going to be on the field when the Jets come out of the tunnel. You're going to be there high-fiving all them when they come out for your
you gotta
game.
Be kidding me! Oh
I
my
swear.
God. Oh my God, Mike is gonna crack up. Oh my God, I have a heart attack too. Oh my God, are you guys awesome, Jake and Walter? Oh my God, I can't believe this.
We got you, Bobby. It's gonna be a blast, all right? And you're gonna tailgate with all of us before the game too, okay?
Okay, thank you very much, Jake. You're awesome, and then we'll talk to you later.
You got it, Bobby. Glad to hear you're excited.
Well, yes, I have my own YouTube show. If I'm awake, I'm going live. Unless Jake has a show, I'm Bobby.
Shout out to Walter, man. What an unbelievable gesture. He emailed me yesterday. I said, hey, let's set this up. Sent me the money right away. We had 2 tickets. Bobby is all set. And he will be on the field pregame for the Jets and the Texans. So it's going to be awesome. Awesome. Speaking of awesome, if you want to do cool things like these group buys, listener meetups, and much more, all that info is in the Patreon. It's in the Discord, I should say, which you gain access to through the Patreon. For just $5 a month, you get your name in the intro. You get the show in audio form. You find out about listener events before the general public. I have an event I'm planning for London. We're going to be doing a meetup in London. It is confirmed. It will be Saturday, October 5th at 5 p.m. at Tile Yard, London. I'll have more info on that when it's finalized, but I have secured a spot for a London meetup the Saturday before Jets-Vikings in the UK. I'll have some info on that in the Discord. I mean, just check it out. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. And let's get some shout-outs here. Shout out to Mike L. That's our guy, Purple Belt Mike, and Chris NJ75. They are our 2 most recent Patreon members. Also want to shout out Ben, John LG, Daniel Cardona, Donald Wallace, Jason McGarren, Chase Everett, Morgan R. Thank you so much for signing up for the Patreon this week. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Hit the like button if you're excited that Bobby Midnight is headed to Jets Texans. More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. South End Auto Detailing joins us now. What's up, South End?
Let's go. Where's Bobby at? I'm trying to see Bobby, man. Put me on with Bobby. I got my helmet from when I was a little kid. This shit right here. Got the Brett Favre chin strap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling, Jake. Just enjoying the show. I'm not working again today, being a bum. But, yeah, man. One of these days you got to put me on with Bobby, please.
Well, he's not on right now, but one day we'll make it happen for you.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Preseason, I wanted to ask you. I'm going to the Redskins game. You going to any preseason games? My cousin's a big Redskins fan.
No, maybe. I don't know. I'm working on a watch party for the preseason game against the Panthers, the one road game they have on the 17th.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. I'll let you go, man. I'm going to keep tuning in and have a good day, bro. Thanks for taking my call. JETS, baby. Jets. Let's go.
My pleasure, man. He's fired up today. Love that. Blitz BK says, good morning, everyone. Shout out to Blitz BK. who has become the third listener to submit a Jake Asman show as Maniac rap. Here we go, Blitz BK, the debut of his rap called Talk Jets.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jake Asman show. This for the Asmaniacs.
You're now listening to Blitz BK.
Talk Jets. 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 We get 2 shows a day, if not with blue balls, I stay. We mix a few calls with Dre, B Mac and Bobby Boucher. There's a baby on the way. Shout out Ricky and Y. We the people who roll with Jake, and we love to get high. White and green in New Jersey, yeah, we love to get fly. Super chat, skip the line, we always love to say hi. Even with Buffalo on, he's a hell of a guy. So we still show him love, we don't leave Canada dry. No. We drink tears from these fish, burn bills, then we switch. Drake May into a bitch, turn Mayo into Swiss, bang Mateo with a fist, then we throw him in the realm, leave him dirty in the pits. Feed him to the data, let him edit data, help the show get to the top like an elevator. Got Gary head spinning cause Brock went to the Raiders. King Low wants some soup, but Charles is such a hater. Talk Jets, 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 talk Jets.
I mean, come on now, people. We have not 1, not 2, but 3 unbelievable raps. Shout out to the Asmaniacs, man. Wow. Straight fire from Blitz BK, who's not even a channel member. Blitz BK. Someone gift this man a membership, please. Unbelievable. Love it. Love it. Alma says, Jake, can you please shout out David? He's been watching you for a while. Thank you. Shout out David. Appreciate that. Hit the like button. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Can we get some memberships raining in on this morning? What a show it's been. Bobby Midnight's going to Jets Texans. The Jets are hooking them up with pregame field access. Yeah. Dre Day making it rain. I knew it was coming. Boom. John G., you're a member. Jet Set for Life, you're a member. South End Auto Detailing, who just called, you're a member. Double O Jet Fan, you are a member. Boom. 5 more Asmaniacs have just been added. Shout out to Dre Day for making it happen. Our guy Dre Day always repping the Jets at the depot, day in, day out. More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the line is a man who knows more about the history of Puerto Rico than anyone.
That's the end. It's time for another V-Man call. Hopefully he no sleeping. Adios mío.
Hey, Jake, what's up?
V-Man, happy Friday to you.
No, thanks. So, I guess you already told me that you won't be able to make it out to the festival, which is a bummer.
Yep, unfortunately.
No, I'm gonna have one hell of a good time, I'm baking some Puerto Rican bread rolls later today for the festival.
Of course you are.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun like that. Maybe I might even meet the guy who's running for governor of Puerto Rico. He's gonna be in New York.
That sounds like a dream for you.
Well, the one who's smart, not the crazy idiot running for governor of Puerto Rico. The smart one.
Okay, of course.
It's gonna be great, the music, the festival, the sights, the sounds, and hang out with some old friends I haven't seen in a while.
I'm excited for you to experience it.
It's gonna be a fun experience, although nothing's gonna quite compare when I finally get to hang out with you guys at the home opener.
It's going down, B-Man. I mean, you're the talk of the home opener, believe it or not.
I can imagine that. I can imagine Neil's waiting for that cigar.
It's true.
It'll be an exciting. It's going to be an exciting event, and like being able to actually experience properly my first tailgate will be, one hell of a thing.
What's in that coffee mug, B-Man?
It's just coffee.
Sure?
It's not like it's just regular coffee. I have higher end coffee, but it's just a regular K-cup.
If you say so.
I'm gonna talk to you later.
That's it? That's all you have?
I honestly, I was honestly listening to the trade stuff, and I agree that it's a ridiculous take. The Jets don't need Ayuk. They're fine with what they have right now. If an injury were to happen, maybe you'd get. I don't know what you'd do, but maybe you'd try to find somewhere. You'd want to get it from a team that's not going anywhere. You'd want to get a player like probably the Raiders who aren't going to go anywhere, and probably going to look to cart off one of their receivers. But you're not going to go after a team that's making a legitimate push for the Super Bowl.
V-Man, thank you for the time.
I mean, honestly, Jake just hung up on me, and honestly, I'm going to go back to sleep.
V-Man, low energy today. Man. Genergy writes in, yo, we're going to need an Maniac album. We really do. We already got 3 tracks on the album. And all I'm going to say is this. Gator sent me something he's working on. You guys are going to love it. But he said I can't play it till he completes the music video for it. So get ready. That's all I'm going to say. Because it was absurd. Man, 3 days in a row with a different rap played on the show. Who's next? Send it to me. Asman Jake at Gmail. Your rap, your song, whatever. We'll play it. Can't wait. The quote, a former New York Jet linebacker who's a coworker of mine now. Brandon writes in, will the Jets be 3rd or 4th in the division this year? Will you be sent to the hole or to Stupidtown? Answer, hole. See ya.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
Peace. See ya. Deuces. More calls right now. B-Mac up next. Hello, B-Mac.
Hey, Jake. First of all, love that rap, man. Love that rap. Who ever put that together, man? Kudos. And,
BK, listener BK. That's who put it together. BK Blitz.
Yeah, man. That's tight. And I want to say something like these trolls and these Twitter people and these like keyboard warriors, they want to go on and type all this troll stuff like Clifty and all these other people, but they never call in and show their face and do it. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna talk that ish, be a man, go and show your face and do it while people see you do it. And don't hide behind a keyboard and the Jets are gonna be last and LOL Jets. Like, I don't get that.
It's been going on for as long as I've done this show. The Twitter fingers, the trolls, they never show their face.
And no, I don't want to be a stalker or nothing like that, but Carly, if you want a second date, no pressure, just let me know. All right, and Jake, Bobby, make sure you get the hook up again, and Jake, make sure you get the hook up again too, and we can have another date. If you're ready, Carly. But I'm here.
B-Mac, thank you for the call. God. Oh man, I can't. Hey, I'm on the radio tomorrow. 4 hours, 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 82. Can't wait. Buster Only, one of my confirmed guests. We'll talk Yankees Dodgers with him at 12:30. We'll talk about Juan Soto's forearm. Hopefully it's just precautionary and he's okay and he's not dying like Aaron Rodgers did, like every player on the Knicks did, because I can't handle it, man. I just can't do another injury to a star player on a team I root for. Not with this Yankees team being as good as they've been. 12 to 4, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM, Channel 82. More calls right now. Keanu is up next on the program. What's up, Keanu?
You never know, Jake. Maybe like the Garrett Cole injury, that one will be a blessing in disguise. I mean, obviously it's probably not going to be, and it's probably not going to be long term anyways. But I mean, if you look at like the Cole injury, you got something out of it. That Luis Gil guy is dealing right now.
Yeah, look, he's unbelievable, and obviously maybe it ends up being a blessing in disguise. But you still don't want to mess around with Cole dealing with any like elbow or arm issue because that's what if you're re-injured it. But we'll see. I mean, he looked at his first rehab start.
100%. I don't like the trade proposal that I heard at the top of the show. I don't know if you remember, but draft night in 21, obviously the Niners called Joe Douglas and offered Debo for pick 10. And we rejected it, which I'm glad we did because we wound up with Garrett. And I didn't like it at the time. Obviously Debo on the Jets would be incredible. Him and Rodgers would be awesome, but I'm glad we stuck with Garrett. We stuck with pick 10 and drafted Garrett. And then I think if that was proposed to Joe Douglas now, I think he'd turn it down.
Yeah, look, to me, Debo doesn't really fit when you're going to have to absorb his money and then you have so many other guys you're paying. Like, and he would fit in maybe like a rental scenario, but not to give him another contract and same thing with Ayuk. Like for a year, great, but then you got to pay all these guys and you can't keep everyone if you're paying Ayuk $30 million a year.
Right. Yeah, that's the issue is you got guys that you need to pay in-house. You don't want to add anyone else that you'd have to pay soon. But I don't know, man. I'm upset that I didn't get in on the Texans stuff. I still might go to the game, but
you're on the wait list, man. Dude, if people
yeah?
don't start paying me, one of those tickets is yours, man. Let's go.
I know there's guys out there because every like 2 hours I get the notification on Discord. You're hitting people up. I'm telling you, if you don't pay, guys, King Losey's gonna knock on your front doorstep.
Oh, I got King I got Rob. I mean, I got the big fella. I got a who's gonna start knocking on people's houses and asking where's my money.
I don't know, man. I'm planning on the home opener. I'm planning on the Bills game. I'm gonna be at Pittsburgh for that game. It's tough for us because MetLife's like a 7.5-ish hour drive, so it's hard for us. But I'm thinking about the Texans game because it's Halloween and Thursday night would be fun. But Jake, now that you're back in the city, are you going to go to a lot of games? Or are you going to go to a couple? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'll definitely be at more than I've been. There's a couple games I can't make just to like prior scheduled things. But no, I'll definitely be at most of the primetime games, if not all of them, the ones that are home.
That's good. Well, it feels like every single one of the home games is a primetime game, and which is tough for us because we have to. It takes us a while to get there and get back. But I'm also circling the Colts game. I think that's going to be a good game to go to. And then I'm thinking either the Rams or the Dolphins at the end of the year because I think it's going to be that Rams game. That's going to be like a win and you're in that might get flexed up. So I'm thinking about pouncing on tickets for that game now because they'll only skyrocket. I mean, and it's the opposite of last year because last year we had season tickets and each ticket had so much value. And we couldn't even sell our tickets for the end of the year. We had to pretty much give them away. Even the Chiefs game, we sold them lower bowl, row 12. I think we sold them for like $100 each. It was horrible.
Yeah, no one wanted to watch Zach Wilson play. That's the problem.
He balled out that night though, which is annoying. Oh man, it's tough, man. I hate what this team does to me every single year, man. It's just tough. I just really hope that they can all stay healthy. If we all stay healthy, I think the only team that gives us a run for our money in the AFC is the Bengals. I think the Chiefs are due for some regression. I think the Dolphins can't beat anyone good. I think it's going to be Rodgers and Burrow at the end of it. That's my pick.
Keanu injected into my veins. I like it. Gerald with a super chat. Our first super chat of the morning. Boom. You know I'm a Lions fan. I see such similarities between Jets and Lions. Don't waste number one pick. You guys have a great year. You fans are number one. Give me a Jets-Lions Super Bowl, Gerald. Sign me up for that. Two starving fan bases. That would be unbelievable. I rooted for the Lions all last year. How do you not love Dan Campbell in that story? Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. JK wants to know, how can I get on the list for tickets to Texans Jets with the Asmaniacs? Join the Patreon. And then message me either on Patreon or Discord. I'll add your name to the waiting list, JK. Andrew McAllister says, pay Jake. Pay Jake. Don't make Jake send us after you. Pay Jake. Bang! Bang! Yeah. Sign me up. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is Sam Zuckerman. Hello, Sam.
Hey, Jake. How you doing today?
What's up, man?
Man, that was one of the silliest takes I've ever seen on the Eisen Show, and they have a whole section about silly takes. But that trading a first for a 1-year rental that you're gonna have to pay money to? Come on, who are you kidding? It's such an overextension of all of our resources for what? A guy we already have, or a guy who's gonna replace a guy we already have?
It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It would make more sense if the Jets didn't have a true number one receiver. They do, and you're gonna have to pay them $30 million a year starting next year. So it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Hi, Ellie. This is my daughter, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Say hi, Jake. No, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. And it was just, I was laughing so hard. I was driving when I first heard it, and I had to pull over because I was crying. I was laughing so hard. It's just such a silly thing. Anyways, Jake, you have a wonderful morning. Let's go, Jets.
Hey, Sam, great take. Appreciate you. Shout out to Ellie. Mr. Bonesy says, my bad, guys. I'm at the dentist getting it done. Bonesy at the dentist? Who's manning the shoe store? Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. We've got 5 memberships gifted so far today. Who else is going to make it rain on this fine Friday morning? Ladies and gentlemen, today we're presented by my friends at Huga House. The hat I'm wearing, it's a Huga House hat. The guy on the right, he's rocking the same hat as me. That's Mr. Shohei Ohtani, who I hope gets put into his place this weekend against Yankee pitching. Yankees-Dodgers tonight. HugaHouse.com. Promo code Asman. Get the same hat I'm wearing that Ohtani's wearing. On the left, that's Jets tight end Tyler Conklin rocking Huga House. In the middle, that's Brian Bumgardner, a.k.a. Kevin from The Office, rocking Huga House. On the right is the overrated Josh Allen rocking Huga House. On the left is my favorite comedian Shane Gillis rocking the Huga House. On the right is QB1 Aaron Rodgers rocking Huga House. On the left is Tyler Conklin rocking Huga House. On the right and left, well, you guys know who that guy is. HugaHouse.com, promo code Asman. Get yourself your vintage-inspired cap, 15% off when you go to the website, and then use promo code Asman at checkout. Once again, HugaHouse.com, promo code Asman. Buy one hat and get the second hat 30% off. Shout out to Huga House for being a part of our show, and shout out to Huga House for hooking us up with some fresh hats. All right, more calls right now. Comments, questions, super chats. Keep sending them in. NY Jets Florida is next up today. What's up, NY?
Hey, good morning. I missed the first part of the show. Do you think Ohtani will be betting on the Yankees tonight just to cover? What do you think?
Yeah.
No to BMAC. Set your, throw the bait out, and if it doesn't come, it's not meant to be. So move on quickly, if just my opinion and the dating experience.
My opinion to BMAC would be don't try and do dates on live YouTube shows. Probably not the best approach.
Yeah, maybe that's probably true too. Quick note to that Lion fan who super chatted. You have Jared Goff, who's an ascending quarterback in his 20s. We have a 40-year-old quarterback, so it's kind of hard to compare the two teams, But my main point is, if we're going to trade for a receiver, I'd rather get CeeDee Lamb. I know it's probably not realistic, but I think I would take CD because they're not going to sign Micah, Dak, and CD. There's no way they're going to sign those 3 guys, or they're going to have nothing left to sign on their team. But like you said, we really don't need 2 number ones. But I would love to get CD, if anything.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be traded. The Cowboys are all in this year with this team, and they're gonna try and see it through.
I hear you, Jake. That's all I got today, Jake. We'll see you on the after show, hopefully.
I know you'll.
Wait. Jake,
Yes.
We'll talk about hotel rooms. That's what I needed.
I'm sure.
Need hotel advice.
NY is a staple on the Bobby Midnight After Show. He just sits there for hours. Folks, if you missed it, one of the great things about the Bobby Midnight Show is you never know what's coming. Like this moment yesterday.
You know what it is? They can't get the taxes out of that in Airbnb because of Zelle and all that stuff. They were so they outlawed it. That's basically what it is.
That must have been recent because I stayed in an Airbnb like maybe about 2.5 years ago.
Was it in Manhattan?
Huh?
Was it in Manhattan?
No, I was in Brooklyn. I was in
Okay,
Brooklyn.
I know Brooklyn and Queens has Airbnbs. If you're looking to go out
Yeah,
there, you
yeah,
definitely could.
yeah. Oh,
like, look
okay.
into, like you could look in, I think, to Long Island City. I don't know if they have hotels and whatnot there, but Long Island City is like a Manhattan, brand new Manhattan. Like there's a brand new skyline. I know people that.
That's awesome.
Bobby, what are you singing, Bobby?
Nothing.
Too funny, man. Too funny. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Shout out to Bobby Midnight. If you tuned in late, Walter McIndoe, one of our amazing listeners, paid for 2 tickets for Bobby and his brother to go to Jets Texans with all the Asmaniacs on Halloween this year. So can't wait for that. And this is the second time this week we have had a fellow Asmaniac donate tickets to another Asmaniac. We told you about the Bobby situation just now, and we had that moment on this show. And this happened earlier in the week with our guy Harvey.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. I really don't.
Have you ever been to a Jet game?
I've never been to a Jet game. I'm 53 years old. I had an accident in 2017, fell 14 feet. I destroyed my back. My shoulder still needs surgery, but I've had my hip replaced. I've had back surgery. Still need a few more. I'm trying to figure out how to raise money for myself to get to a Jets game. I don't drive anymore because of all the medication I'm on. It's just way too dangerous. I want to get to a Jets game and I need help getting there, so I'm asking the Jets fans for help.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harvey. I reached out to someone who had 2 tickets for the home opener, week 3, Thursday Night Football against the Patriots. They are your tickets. You're going to your first Jets game.
Oh my God, that is amazing. That is crazy. I don't even know what to say. I don't want to cry, but well, I sure feel like it. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. I really don't. Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. I can't believe it. I can't wait to tell my son. He's just going to fall over. Thanks, Jets fans.
Harvey, go into the home opener because we got the best listeners and the best fan base in all of sports. What a week it's been, folks. We'll keep it coming. If anyone ever has tickets they can't use and they want to pay it forward, we will do our best to get them in the hands of people who maybe have never been to a game. Maybe they want to take their kids to a game. We'll do everything possible to get it in the hands of the right people. Michael, Super Chat, cuts the line. Is there concern about Williams? I'm not concerned. I think he's going to be ready to roll for week 1. He suffered his injury in week 3 of the season last year. He'll be fine. I think he's on the same timeline Breece Hall was on last year, coming off the ACL. The Jets are going to play it coy and close to the vest as far as what the expectations are for him. I think he'll be fine. Shenergy says, my mom is a +1 of the Texans game. She's a Giants fan, but I'm converting her from Big Blue to Gangrene. Love it. Jets Johnny, Broward County, with a 5 membership gift. It's raining memberships. Jason Yeager, Chris 75, The Ken Hodge Show, Tim Tashner, you're a member. Sean McAteer, you're an Asmaniac as well. Boom, baby. Let's go. That's now 10 memberships. And if you tuned in late, our latest emoji is the anti-Allen emoji. So anytime he spews nonsense, you can just throw that emoji in his face. Nothing like it. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Keep it rolling here on the program. Shout out to Jets Johnny making it happen. Love it. Speaking of Jets Johnny, he calls us. He has called in and he joins us now. What's up, Jets Johnny?
Jake, I just had to hold on. Let me mute this real quick. Hold on. I had to correct you on something because every time you say Broward, you have me dying, bro.
What is it?
You say Broward. It's
Broward.
Broward.
Broward County Reciprocity Mission.
Reciprocity.
Oh, go.
Yes,
what does this mean? Why can't you just make it a Jets Johnny?
I mean, I got like 2 different accounts and whatnot. So when I'm on my computer, it pops up as Broward County. But when I'm on my phone, it pops up as Jets Johnny. I don't know. I don't really know how to
Broward County. Broward County. I'm going to lock it in.
Yeah, Broward County, like Broward County, Florida. You feel me? So, but anyways, I didn't really have too much to say other than that, just to correct you because you have me dying every time you say Broward. So,
Broward.
Have a good one, Jake.
Hey, Johnny, appreciate you, man. Thanks for gifted 5 memberships for people, too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, 2 new Patreon members. Shout him out. It happened in this show. Justin Kuntz signed up for the entire year. That's right. And that is his name, folks. It's Kuntz. All right. I'm just reading the name. Also, Drew Balcom signed up for the Patreon on a month-by-month basis. Thank you, Drew. So 2 new Patreon memberships during this show. Love to see it. Bernard says, Alan a wuss. Amen. Tom says, what was that last name? You heard me. You heard me. Stern says, we need some phonetic cue cards for Jake. We do. We definitely do. King Lowski says, Jacob Wish Foundation. Pittsburgh Mike, what an embarrassment Giants are wearing those pathetic throwbacks week 1. They are grotesque. I mean, they stink.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
It's horrible. Let's see. Comments, questions, super chats. Keith Best joins us now on the show. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Jake. I got to be real quick because I got to go back upstairs. I'm at Good Sam's hospital down here in West Palm. But yesterday I had my Jets jersey on, and I got to walk around 2 different hospitals with lots of comments. And there's a guy in my infusion group. He's just like 15 years old. He's I'm gonna get him a Jet hat because obviously he's going through chemo and he's lost all his hair. But his father let him come up to me this morning in reception, and he's I can't use his name because of the HIPAA law down here, but he said to me, he said, I like that jersey you were wearing yesterday. How do I get one? And I said, when I see your father on Monday here, we're going to put it together, and you can put whatever name or number on the back you want. And me and my friends down here, we're going to take care of it. In fact, the hospital will probably pay for it. And he said, and he gave me a high five. And his father, who was sitting about 20 feet away, I said, I know he's young, but he wants to be able to sign on to the Jake Asman show. And, I have to go to the father for permission and all that stuff. He said, let's talk about it on Monday. So I was absolutely thrilled that this kid came up to me and says, how do I get one of those shirts? And I need a hat,
Love it.
And we're gonna take care of that for him. I'm not paying attention to any of the hoopla I saw with the trade with San Francisco this morning when I was on my way to Good Sam. I didn't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm on my own goal setting recovery. I just trust. I tell you every time, I just trust the process. The amount of talent that we have, and if it's put together correctly and works, we'll win every freaking game.
You're a JD truther, Keith. That's what I love about you. You believe in Joe Douglas.
I believe in Douglas because, and I believe in Woody Johnson too. And if listen, if you had a problem with Woody or you needed some assistance with Woody, I would go to the Johnson & Johnson headquarters in New Brunswick, go off of Route 18, and you can see where the J&J headquarters is. And I'd go into the building and ask for a meeting with Woody and say, hey, we need to make some things happen, and he'll listen to a point. I like that I have the ability to have an input. And I love that, I have a great truthfulness as a Jet fan from over the years. And the rhetoric and what have you. You know, having the ability to that kid this morning walk up to me and say, "Hey, where do I get one of those jerseys?" You know, and we're going to do that for him on Monday.
I love it.
And I'll get them from your vendor. I'll use your code, whatever, and we'll send it down to him here. And I'll talk to his dad about letting him sign on to the Asman show and get a Patreon. And you know, there's an announcer kid that's young that you have on once in a while. I forget his name. Matt Leary has him on a lot, but this kid is that kid's age, and I just want to show. You know, the thing is that the guy's dying of cancer. The kid could be dying of cancer, but I'm trying to show him that he has an angle that could show him, you know, the funness, the silliness. That's what I love about you and what you do here, you know, and the technology with all the videos you put on, and now how you smash everybody. I love it.
Keith, I appreciate it, man.
But Jake, I love. I'm going to say one thing. I love your show. I love what you do. Bobby, you're great, and you know, all the rest of the guys. The guy from Garden City, you know, King Losey, all these guys. You know, you keep me going. You know, when there's days where you feel like everything's going to fall apart and go away, all I have to do is come on here, and everything turns over. And that's about what I got. I got to go back upstairs. So it's great to be on here. Great for letting me sign on. And I'll see you guys later on.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate the kind words as always, man. Good luck. F cancer. We're all rooting for you, and obviously the young kid you spoke about as well. Well said. David says, Jake, what would you actually say to Woody if you got him on the show? What took so long? You told me last year you were coming on at Klecko's and Revis's induction. That's what I'd say. Ladies and gentlemen, Dre Day, making it rain. 5 memberships, baby. Yeah. Cook is dope. Member Jet Up 3. Member David D. Member Emilio Renovato Jr. Member Most High Mansa. Member boom. Channel members galore. But wait, folks, we're not done. We are not done because Jets Johnny, aka Broward County, has gifted 5. Count it, 5 channel memberships. David, James Brown, Big Nani, Day SCLA, Cage Risey, D-Day. You are all officially channel members. That is now 20 channel members that have been added in this one show alone. Shout out to the Asmaniacs for coming through. We're not done yet. We still got a lot of people that want in on the conversation, a lot of people that want to be a part of the show. So if you have never made a call before, now's the time. We're doing first-time callers today, cutting the line. No wait time if you want to make your debut. This guy's not a first-time caller, but man, do we not like him.
Warning, warning, Allen alert. Shit's about to get ugly, folks. Warning, Allen alert. Hide the children.
The anti-Allen emoji is live, and it needs to be used immediately. Hello, Allen.
I'm truly honored by the anti-Asman emoji. Thank you very much. By the end of the year, when Robert Saleh gets fired, all you fools will apologize to me. First of all, I love following Keith. He's definitely an inspiration. But when he said that the guy from Glenhead was a great caller, it was time to cut him off. So I totally agree with you. Another thing, talk about jerseys. The Vikings alternative jerseys are unreal. Those are the best.
The white.
Oh,
yeah.
Those are phenomenal jerseys. I disagree on one of your takes. You think Mike Williams is going to start the season. I don't. I think the injury will keep him on the shelf for the first couple of weeks. I just don't see him starting the season.
Based on what? He got hurt in week 3 last year. It's an ACL injury.
I feel like there's a good chance they're going to try to bring him in slowly. And I could see him starting the season on the bench for on the pup for the first 4 games.
Then he had a setback because an ACL should not take that long to come back from.
I worry about him. they've been really non-committal in terms of what they said about him.
That's what they said about Brees though last year. They were like, oh, we'll see. We're not ruling anything out. We're like they never said he was definitely playing week 1 until the week of the game. They said he was playing.
Yeah, that's why I really worry that Mike Williams is not going to be there week 1. As far
but that's
as
not based on anything. That's my point to you. Like that's just you just being negative because you love to be negative. Like if there was evidence to.
How about this? How about you poll people in your stream who thinks he's going to start week 1? I think there's going to be a lot of people who think he's not going to be there week 1. I just
right.
don't.
But my question to you and anyone who feels that way is, what evidence do we have to suggest that a guy who got hurt in week 3 of the season last year would not be ready for week 1 when Brees had the same injury and was ready, and he got hurt about a month after Mike Williams got hurt in his timeline?
That's true, but I just don't think he'll start the season. I think I worry about him starting the year. As far as Deebo Samuel is concerned, I pass. No interest. Again, if you think that Garrett Wilson is a number 1 receiver, the thought of talking about these other number 1 receivers just doesn't make sense to me. You need a complementary receiver. You already have your number 1. There's no need to go and trade for a Deebo Samuel for a rental for a 1-year guy, or even make a trade for an Ayuk, knowing that he wants $30 million a year. It's ridiculous. Go get yourself a complimentary receiver. That's why I think that the Jets are a receiver short. I thought they should have drafted another one at the draft. So hopefully one of these younger guys could step in. But again, I worry that they're a receiver short at the start of the season.
Alan, appreciate the call. I mean, maybe if Mike Williams doesn't play, they're a receiver short. But if Mike Williams is ready to roll, you got Garrett, you got him. Your slot is a combo of Xavier Gibson and Corley. I think you're ready to go. I also think we have to remember Aaron elevates whoever his receivers are. So I'm just not that concerned about the receiver room unless there's an injury. If like something happens to Garrett, yeah, you got a problem. But I got news for you. Like compare the Jets receivers to a lot of teams' receivers. The Jets have a better receiving core than the Bills do. The Jets have a better receiver room than a lot of teams that are quote-unquote Super Bowl contenders. Michael writes in with a super chat. Don't extend Reddick. McDonald and Tippmann going to the Pro Bowl. Braylon going to be legit. If trade for wide receiver in season, if Mike Corley, Lazard, or Duds, 3rd-round pick, LFG. You think McDonald and Tippmann are going to be Pro Bowlers? Now, that's a take. Don't extend Reddick. I think you got to give him a raise then because he's underpaid. Give him more guarantees in his money, in his contract. Comments, question, super chats. We'll cut the line. Rex Ryan writes in, as crazy as it sounds, I may be on Team Allen with the Mike take. I'm not saying that Mike Williams might not be ready for week 1. Like it's definitely possible. My question is simply, what evidence do we have though, other than you're just being negative that he won't be ready? Like the Jets haven't said that. Mike Williams himself hasn't said that. So until I have like tangible reasoning to believe he might miss the first game or 2 of the year, that's not how I'm going to operate. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man who gave us our most recent Maniac rap. Blitz BK joins the show now. Blitz BK, well done, sir. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thank you. What up, Jay? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Great job. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So, actually, I don't think we need to trade for Deebo. I think our receiving group is fine. I do think we should have drafted another receiver, but I think we're fine with what we have. We don't need to trade for a number 1 like Deebo. Maybe get a free agent or something like that, a 4th or 5th type of receiver, but we don't need to give up a number 1 and try to pay Deebo. We got Wilson coming up. We got Sauce. We don't have the money to give to an okay receiver. I don't think Deebo's all that.
Yeah, look, to me, it's just way too much of a cost to give up a 1st-round pick for him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you tell me it's a 3rd-round pick, it's a conversation because it's too good to pass up. But, like, why am I giving the Niners our 1st-round pick when they're the one who who like I'm not helping them with their solution to their issue, basically.
Exactly. Why would and also we also have to figure out what's going on with Reddick.
You just got too many people you have to pay. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much. I just wanted to reach out, say what up to you.
Blitz BK, how long did it take you to make that rap?
I did it while I was at work. Listening, I was watching you and Buffalo. I was rewatching that show, and I was like, oh, he's asking people to rap. I can do this. And
right.
It took me like 15, 20 minutes.
Hey, anytime you got more bars for us, feel free. All right.
Oh, of course. I got you.
I love it. Blitz BK, check it in. Played his rap earlier in the show. If you missed it, I mean, we have 3 now: Purple Belt Mike, Will Monahan, Blitz BK. I mean, we're making an album, folks. That's what's happening. We're not even done yet. All right, Gator's cooking up something special too. We are not even done yet. Comments, questions, super chats. Folks, if you're not in the Patreon yet, you got to get in there. We need all the Jet fans in the Discord, man. Just $5 a month helps support the show. You find out about listener events. You find out about ticket group buy options, planning our London event. Who's going to London? Any Jet fans going to London? Saturday night before the game, we have locked in a venue for a huge Maniac party. It's going to be wild, folks. All Jet fans are invited. Stay tuned for more details on that. Tim from Fishland is up next. What's up, Tim?
What's up, Jake? I think that Mike Williams will start, but I don't think he'll be completely healthy until about midseason. Kind of like Brees last year. He won't start hitting running. Then, but other than that, the guy
Tim, I think he'll be on a pitch count, but I don't think I think that's just to kind of like be cautious with him the same way they were with Brees last year.
Exactly. And I really think that Gibson's going to take a huge leap this year. I think they're gonna put him in like the Cobb role when Cobb first came to Green Bay. He's going to be more of a Cobb role. But I want to get to one of your callers, Keith. If I remember him talking a couple shows ago, he doesn't know many true Jet fans. He deals with a bunch of Dolphin fans. He's in Palm Beach, so he's about an hour south of me. So send him my info, and if he wants to watch a Jets game, we'll get together. You know what I mean? That way he has somebody to talk Jets with down here.
Hey, Tim, do me a favor. Shoot me an email because I don't have your info, and I'll put you guys on an email chain.
Okay. I'll send you my email on Discord.
Cool. Sounds good. Thanks, Tim.
All right.
Tim from Fishland checking in. Very nice of him. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Michael says, get Allen on the live stream when we win the Super Bowl. Ha! I'd love to see that. Hope that happens, Michael. Open phone lines for anyone who wants in. If you've never been on the show before, now is your chance to do so, folks. And you know, it's amazing. Some of you don't call my show. Instead, you call the Bobby Midnight Show like this. What a program, folks. What a program. Comments, questions, super chats. Will cut the line. Smash the like button if you haven't. Also, subscriber update. We're trying to get to 40,000 subs by week 1 of the New York Jets season. And as we sit here right now, we stand at 37,188. Can we get to 40K by week 1? It won't be easy. But if you spread the word and tell all Jet fans to tune into the show, we have a shot at it. Let's see. All right. We will also do right now something we've been doing a couple of times. Rapid fire, ask me anything. Doesn't just have to be Jets. Could be anything New York sports, anything else related. So send those in too. Super chats. We'll cut the line. Jake Quest says, tell your friends. Tell your friends. That's right. NY Jets Florida says, can you stream live from Neil's party? Ha! I'll post some behind the scenes stuff in the Discord for sure. NY. I mean, you never know what's going to happen at a Neil house party, man. We just know he's going to be jumping off the diving board for sure.
I can't believe you cut me off, Jake.
Blast off. Yeah. Hawk says Bobby's show is popping. Hell yeah, it is. Stern riffs. Debo overrated. Ayuk legit, but I'd have to be second or third to justify the market contract he'd want. It's just too much. It's just too much. Dano says, have you revisited the waitress? No, I'll never step foot in there, Dano. Never. Alan says, streaming from Neil's party would be awesome. Maybe we'll do a quick show from there. I don't know. I could just go live on my phone. Let's see. Dano, time for your second show. Afternoon, Dano. Don't have it yet. Probably between 3 and 4. The Friday afternoon shows are a lot of fun. Vibes are always high. Reza says, why should we pay Debo when we have to pay our own players? Agreed. David says, question for the 4%ers. How to raise children to be Jets fans or sports fans? Why is this just for the female audience, David? Why can't you ask that for everyone? Rex says, Jake, how do we feel about Soto this weekend? I'm going to the game hoping to get to see him play Saturday. I'll be there Sunday night. Look, I mean, he says it doesn't bother him when he was hitting or throwing. I mean, but, you know, I still have PTSD from the Rodgers injury, from the Knicks season. So, yeah, I mean, I'm concerned because it's an injury. I'm always concerned now. That's just the way my life is with the teams I root for. But, I mean, look, if it's not season ending, obviously, like, they could survive. They have Dominguez in AAA. They still have a great team, but, you know, they need Juan Soto. He makes all the difference, especially come playoff time. So that matters. Ladies and gentlemen, VR has gifted a membership to Derek Blaney. Derek, you have to thank Uncle VR. All right? That's just that's what needs to be done. You thank him for his service. Speaking of bangs, how about Jorge coming through with 5 memberships? Nick Campo, James Dumas, Good Citizen, Charlie Rich, Kaif Committee, you are all channel members. How about it? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now on the Gusbuster Hotline is one of the great chefs of all time. He resides at one of the great establishments in New Jersey. The Cloverleaf Tavern, I believe, is his place of work. Chef Kevin Gilbert joins us now. What's up, Chef Kevin?
My man, Jake. How you doing, sir?
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Again, thank you for having me on your platform. Appreciate everything you do. Your show's always incredible. I've been back and forth today with your show just due to it being National Donut Day. So we got a lot of crazy things going on. Donut burgers with a Taylor ham on it. We got like bacon grilled cheese on a donut.
Hey, send that to Mike Williams, Chef Kevin.
Yeah. I got you. So I'm sorry if this has already been said, but for like the wide receiver stuff, just my personal opinion, I feel like Mr. Three Leg did a good job of just kind of like getting the weapons that we have right now, and us knowing that we have that bad man Rodgers just, you know, behind control. I feel like with Saleh already having elite defense and elite special teams, I feel like with the 3 phases that goes unnoticed with special teams, knowing that, you know, Saleh has a part in that. So with us having that now with Rodgers back controlling the offensive line, I really feel like we're in a good situation. Maybe if something happens, unfortunate situation health-wise where we need to go out there and get a weapon, you know, we do that at the wire. But I feel like we are good and shouldn't give up any draft capital whatsoever. I just really also just wanted to let you know that for that Long Island meetup, I already have a draft on like with the cook-off because there was an IKEA chef that called me out a couple weeks ago. I think Scott's a kitchen dude too. V-Man with his cinnamon rolls or whatever he got going on. So it's like I have a draft of some food stuff. I'm kind of thinking maybe after one of the training camps when you're out here in Jersey, we just roll back over to my spot here at the Leaf. It's 15, 20 minutes away. And, you know, we'll have a setup. I know Bonesy said he wanted to be a judge and a couple of other cats. So I'll email you the stuff, see if you feel good. And at that meetup, I believe it's a week and a half away. You know, we'll discuss about it if it's cool.
Love it. June 20th, man. I look forward to meeting you in person, Kevin. It'll be great.
That's right. Well, hey, man, I saw you. What was that? The Chargers jersey burn.
Oh, that's right. That's
last
right.
year.
Didn't you bring me a Henny shot, if I remember correctly?
And the Fireman Ed.
That's right. That's right.
The Fireman Ed. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how this world works, man. Like, I've been to L5 just because of where I live in Hackensack. It's easy for me to get on a Route 17, that Patterson Plank, to easy to get out. And I've always seen the jersey burn stuff a couple years ago with the Patriots. Like, it's incredible how I've gone past it. I've cooked next to it. And it wasn't until you mentioned something last year about the Chargers jersey burn is when I went and I'm like, okay, so I see that our guy J.A. is like, you know, affiliated with everything going on. And dude, it's an awesome spot for those who haven't been there, just because there's a fence right in our, like, right alongside of us where all those RVs and the buses park. So we have a ton of space to throw the pigskin around, to cook, hang out. Obviously, we're literally seeing a jersey burn in the middle of the parking lot, which is incredible. And we have the other team actually light it up and pour, like, you know, whatever kind of alcohol on it. It's a hell of a scene. I'm also also gonna see everybody at that Texans one too. I thought that would be an incredible time. I already got rid of my my Texans tickets just so I could be with all the crazy ass maniacs.
Yeah, I got you down, Kevin. So once we actually get the ticket sent from the Jets, I'll be emailing it out to you so you can actually have it in your right on your phone.
Nah, my man, I appreciate it. And just one last thing, it was so funny that Lowski, that one time, King Lowski, he was yelling about needing chicken wings from me. Just a heads up, Lowski, when you're in the area, man, I got you 100 wings on me.
I love it. Chef Kevin, you're the man. Can't wait for the cook-off, man.
All right, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate all you do.
You got it. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Can't wait. Yeah, Kevin's a great dude. Great dude. VR says, the 411 on New York Sports with Johnny Boy and Tio tonight at 6 p.m. Shout out to VR and Johnny starting the show on New York Sports. Love it. Love it. Comments, questions, super chats will, in fact, cut the line. Joining us right now is not one but two people. Only actually one person, one animal. Carly and Ace the dog up next. Hello.
Hello. Ace, say hi. Ace.
Hi, Ace.
Hi, I know. Hello,
Ace.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
He's not interested in the Jets, I guess.
Why is Ace so miserable today?
He's not interested in the Jets, I guess. Ace, are the Jets going to win? No. Okay.
Ace?
That's okay.
How old is Ace?
Ace is 3.
Wow.
He turned 3 in January. We wanted to join all the animal callers from the other day.
You're the first one today, so you got it rolling here.
Yeah, Ace, you're getting it rolling.
Ace is camera shy.
Ace, say hi.
Ace,
look at the
Ace.
screen. There you go.
Yeah.
Ace was the Mets game a couple weeks ago. He fell asleep.
Bark at the park.
He fell asleep in the middle of the game.
Hey, baseballs could be a little boring sometimes, especially the Mets. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, do we blame you for the Soto injury? You go to one Yankees game and Juan Soto leaves?
That was my second game of the year, so no, it's not my fault.
All right. Well, we got to blame someone.
That's okay. It's not my fault.
What's on the agenda for Ace this weekend?
Ace, what are you doing this weekend? I don't think anything. He
Come on,
normally
Ace.
has daily shows and stuff, but
Jay Quest says, what kind of dog is that?
Ace is an English Springer Spaniel. He's a champion show dog, and soon Ace can be daddy. But we're looking to find the perfect match for him. East, you can be daddy?
Really?
Yeah, and we're gonna have puppy aces.
I'll tell you what, I know the perfect person that could be a matchmaker for Ace. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Midnight joins us now.
Hey, Carly, I love your dog. Hi, Ace, you're
Hi,
beautiful.
Bobby.
How old is he?
He's
How
3
old
years
is he?
old.
Oh, he's adorable. I love dogs. Hey, did you hear the good news I got today?
What's the good news?
What was his name again? Oh no, I forgot. Oh, I got
Walter.
Walter. He gave me and my brother 2 tickets to the Jet game on Halloween, and we get to go on the field.
That's
Meet the
great. I'm
players.
so happy for you.
Jay got that for us. He talked to the Jets and got us that.
That's right.
Wow.
Bobby's
Very
going to be
cool.
on the field.
You're gonna step on
It
the
was-
field. All the players are gonna be lining up to meet you. Be like, I heard Bobby.
Yeah.
Midnight."
Oh, I can't wait. My brother says he's definitely going. He cried too, like I did. He says
Aw.
he's going. Yes. I
We're
was
gonna
crying because I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Well, we're gonna get you there, Bobby. We're gonna get you covered for a tailgate with us, and we're gonna get you on the
Yeah,
field
oh.
before the game. You and your brother.
That would be good. Do you want me to bring any food for you?
We'll take care of everything for you. You just bring yourself, all right? We just need you there and the good vibes.
Yeah.
For the Jets to win that night.
I'm gonna drive down, stay at the hotel. I could stay at the Holiday Hotel down the road. It's not
love it.
that far. Yes, I can't wait. Carly, you going to the game?
Probably not.
Oh, Carly.
When
Yeah.
is this? Halloween?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this
Thursday
is
night
Halloween.
football.
I have to go trick or treating.
No, you don't. You're too old for trick or treating.
Ace will go trick or treating.
But to me, I think you're so beautiful and the beautiful
Bobby.
voice as usual. Yeah,
Thanks.
I have, and I love your dog. At least they keep you company, right? Your animals. I have my
Yeah.
cat, and you have Ace. So Ace
He's the
is
best
awesome
boy.
as usual.
He's such a
Yes,
good-
he's a good boy. Jake, you have a cat at your parents' house, right?
A cat? No, I have a dog at my parents' house.
Dog. I mean, what's his name?
Her name is
What-
Chloe.
Chloe. Oh, here's Mike. Here's Mike. He wants to thank you. Hold on.
All right, let me
get
talk
him
to
on.
Mike.
Mike, this is Jake. Say hi. Jake's on this. Talk to Jake.
Of course, Mikey. I can't wait to meet you. We're gonna have a great time at the game.
Yes, he hears you. And then say hello to Carly. Carly.
Hi.
I don't know if you know Carly. She's very, very beautiful. And she has a dog named Mace. Oh, isn't she pretty?
Mikey, I can't wait to
Isn't
meet you at the
she
game.
good?
It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, work that Tuesday, then we could come. Yeah.
This is thrilling. Hey, Bobby, super chat
What?
from Nick Shine. He wants to know, can you go on his shoulders to lead a Jet chant at the tailgate?
Well, I hope I
Bobby?
don't break his shoulders.
You won't break his shoulders.
No, I could
Alright.
probably if he could hold me up.
I think he will. I
I'm
think
not
he
light.
will.
Well, you know I love the Yankees and the Jets, and to read the super chats are more than just a hat. Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby. All right. So Bobby will work on finding Ace a matchmaker as well.
Great. She has to be a champion show dog also.
Those are the requirements.
Yeah.
Anything else on your mind that you could share?
I was trying to come up with a Jets take, but like it's the middle of the off season. Like there's nothing to talk about.
Oh, there's tons to talk about. We're reacting to hypothetical trade scenarios today.
Like that's crazy.
It's wonderful.
I mean, yeah, it's great, but like I personally have nothing to. I have no takes on the Jets right now.
Did
I need to
you
see-
did you get a chicken bucket at the Yankee game last night?
No, we got a normal like thing of 4 chicken tenders.
You got to get the bucket.
I can't eat the bucket. That's too much.
It's really not. You could just You can take it to go.
That is way too many chicken nuggets for 2 girls.
Well, it comes with fries too. It's
Still
phenomenal.
too much. We got the tray of 4 chicken nuggets and fries. Didn't even finish it.
Any beverages? Did you get a little Pepsi action? Did you have alcoholic beverage?
No, we did the old, the water outside the stadium trick when you always open it and drink it right there and then.
Always. Yep. Smart.
Yeah.
All
Genius.
right. Well, it sounds like you had a. Did you stay for the whole game or you left during the rain delay?
We left like a half hour into the rain delay.
Wow.
No, it's so bad. It really didn't look like it was going to get any better. But we got our free T-shirts and we had great seats. So.
All right.
We did
Snowball
the-
wants to know: Do you rap? Are you going to be submitting a
No.
song for the Asmaniacs?
I don't think so. I'm not really musically talented. I actually was the captain of the pep band in high school. I played the French horn, for anyone wondering. But yeah, no talent there.
All right. Well, we appreciate.
Can I ask your listeners a question?
Sure.
Okay. So I host my Friends for Football Sunday every Sunday of the season. Well, not every Sunday, but most Sundays during the season. And I always have a different theme. So if anybody has any theme ideas, can you submit them? And the best one will get an invitation to Football Sunday. Probably not.
All right. Well,
But I'd like to hear some of their ideas. Like we did a football fiesta. We did a burger bar, board party, all different things.
Tom says Bobby is a French tickler. What a coincidence.
I don't even know what that means.
All right. So we'll come up with some theme ideas for you. We'll add that to the list.
Okay, great. And I hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend.
Let's see. Jay Quest says Taco Bell themed. Oh, Top Gun theme. That's actually pretty good by Italian
That's
Stallion.
kind of fun. But what kind of food would you do with that?
I don't know what type of food, but the decorations would be cool.
No, I like that. That's cool.
And it's jet themed. You can make it like green Top Gun themed.
We were going to do a Vegas theme for when the Jets were in Vegas last year, but then didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
Right,
I thought
they
you were
got a-
coming to Vegas last year too, I heard.
I was going to go to Vegas, and then Aaron Rodgers died, so
Yeah.
wasn't worth it to me. Sorry.
All right. Well, thank you for the time, and shout out to Ace for his debut on the program.
It was not his debut at all.
Was it? Oh, I don't
He's
remember.
been on before, for sure.
BMAX says, Carly, I rap.
Happy for you.
Doesn't sound like there's a second date coming.
You never know.
All right. Well, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Carly, check it in. Ladies and gentlemen, from Carly to Dre Day. Up next. Hello, Dre Day.
Jake, my brother, what's going on, baby? What's going on?
What's up, Dre Day? Thanks for making it rain with some memberships before.
Hey, trying to show some love any way I can, brother. You already know.
Appreciate you.
Shoot, the way it looked, man, I had to make it to that Halloween game, man. It's like everybody gonna show up there, so I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy me some tickets to the Halloween game.
Hey, it's wild, man. I'll tell you what. I'll add your name to the waiting list in case people either don't pay up or can't go last second.
All right, and I'm gonna also let my cousin know. She a Jets fan. I'm trying to get in onto the page, so we need more female over here. She a Jets fan too, so I'm gonna see what's going on with her. Try to get her subscribe to the page and get into the game, buddy.
I love it. I love it. We're trying to grow the female demographic.
Oh yes, sir. You already know. Everybody, JETS, Jets from the depot, baby.
Love it. Dre Day, check it in from the depot. My man. Chris says, Jake Asman theme. Everyone has to dress as their favorite caller. Man, could you imagine? Everyone dresses up as V-Man or Bobby Midnight on Halloween. Jay says chicken and pasta theme for Carly's football party. I know Gary won't be there. Hennessy says gas station pizza theme. God. Where's Gary today? No call from Gary. I'm surprised. All right. Nate says would only be good if everyone dressed like VR. Everyone's got to order some of VR swag to dress like VR. Sexy Rexy says, Jake, if you're still alive, around 12 Eastern, I'll be your first caller live from an aquarium. Look out, big dog. I'm about to end the show, so unfortunately, I will not be live at 12 p.m. Eastern, but you could be maybe Bobby Midnight's first caller from the aquarium. I love it. I love it. Addison says everyone gets Gary braids. Imagine everyone shows up with cornrows for the Halloween game. Unreal. Jet it out. Super chat. Maybe our last one at the buzzer. Best sports team fan channel on YouTube, hands down. Thank you, Jet it out. Very kind of you, man. Telling you, we got the best fans. I mean, there's no other, no ifs or buts about it. Best listeners. Jet fans are already the best in sports, but this community is great. Really is. So supportive. Wants what's best for everyone. Jorge says, you never read out my gift. I think I did, Jorge. Did I really not? My bad. I'll read it out again. Jorge gifted 5 channel memberships. Nick Campo, James Dumas, Good Citizen, Charlie Rich, Keith Committee. You're all as maniacs. My bad. If I didn't read that, Jorge, I apologize. We had so many things coming at once. I guess I missed it if I didn't read it. Appreciate that. Shout out to all our brand new channel members. 26 added in this show. Big time. Hip, hip, Jorge. Kevin Bracco says, I'm showing up as Boy Green. Ha! Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Join me on Patreon so you can get in our Discord. The Jet conversation never stops. A lot of fun in there. I want to thank everyone who tuned into today's show. It was a lot of fun. All right. That does it for me. I'm going to end the show with our latest fan-submitted As Maniac rap. If you missed it earlier, this one came from listener Blitz BK. This afternoon, we have the debut of the Mr. Bonesy rap that Gator made. So be on the lookout for the afternoon stream. JETS, 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 Jets. Here's the song, Talk Jets by Blitz BK.
Yeah. Welcome to the Jake Asman Show. This for the As Maniacs.
You're now listening to Blitz BK.
Talk Jets. 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 We get 2 shows a day, if not with blue balls, I stay. We mix a few calls with Dre, B Mac and Bobby Boucher. There's a baby on the way. Shout out Ricky and Y. We the people who roll with Jake, and we love to get high. White and green in New Jersey, yeah, we love to get fly. Super chat, skip the line, we always love to say hi. Even with Buffalo on, he's a hell of a guy. So we still show him love, we don't leave Canada dry. No. We drink tears from these fish, burn bills, then we switch. Drake May into a bitch, turn Mayo into Swiss, bang Mateo with a fist, then we throw him in the realm, leave him dirty in the pits. Feed him to the gator, let him edit data, help the show get to the top like an elevator. Got Gary head spinning cause Brock went to the Raiders. King Low wants some soup up, Charles is such a hater. Talk Jets, talk Jets.